Luke, so a lot of things that you've been asking for, the transition points, not fouling, consistent effort on defense, all seemed to happen throughout tonight. What did you think was behind that?
It all starts with effort and caring about wanting to get better, which I've been saying our guys really, they have both of those traits. As far as as a group and individuals, and it's not easy to play like that. So you I think as part of this process of growing and the journey that we're on, you have to learn to really embrace and enjoy how hard it is to play like that. Because if you look at it as like, damn, we got to go out and play like that hard as a chore almost, then it's you can't do it consistently. So, I don't think we're going to play that great every night. Obviously, that was really nice as far as putting all that stuff together for not 48 minutes, but for most of the game. It shows that our team is capable of being a very good basketball team when we're really playing together and playing for each other and playing hard.
A lot of balance tonight, but did anybody stand out? Was there something you liked in particular?
They all did. They all stepped up different ways. Brandon, his help side defense, he made a couple plays at the end of the Utah game, the second half of Utah. And then all night tonight, his length was, he was using it. He was making plays, deflections. I think he ended with 4 steals tonight. So hopefully something clicked for him on that part of the game. I thought he also made a lot of really nice passes, like just nice feel. We're not calling plays for him to be a playmaker, but just reading the defense and making passes. I thought KCP was great. I know he was excited to go against his old team, but he brought a lot of energy in that first half when the game was still much closer. And then obviously anytime Bradley was in for them, I wanted to have KCP be the guy that guards him because we have that type of trust in him. It was nice to see Brooke hit some threes. You want me to keep going, or we just go to the next question?
Coach, talking about the players tonight, Randall looked really good tonight, and looks like we haven't seen that in him this year and maybe last year too.
I think I've seen it in him. Obviously I'm looking at different things, but he's been really good ever since we've kind of started playing him in that backup 5 role. He's just been playing with great energy. Defensively, he's been switching on to point guards and containing and staying in front. But yeah, he can change games, and he did tonight with the way he came in and played with that second unit in the first half, and he had a very solid game for us again. And he's been, he's done that, I think, probably like 3 out of the last 4 games, in my opinion.
Hey, Luke, you talked about the effort before, particularly defensively. How much of it is effort, do you think, and how much of it is execution in terms of the success that you guys have had over the last 3 or 4 games?
I don't know percentages. I just know that without the effort, none of the execution matters. And that the effort is great, but you really can't have that much success with just effort. You need the execution behind it. But in that equation, effort is the most important thing. But our guys are just they're doing a great job of, even though they've only been together for a short amount of time, like understanding what we're trying to do instead of just memorizing what the coverages are, because basketball is too fast. There's too many talented players at this level, so there's always adjustments to be made on the fly. There's always people you have to help a teammate if he gets beat. So they're doing a really good job of giving the effort, but then starting to kind of understand the vision of what we're trying to accomplish defensively, which it's nice to see.
Only 3 assists for Lonzo tonight, but do you think that might be a little misleading?
Yeah, I do. Lonzo, to me, Lonzo was he was, as take away the Phoenix game, this is the best game he's played. I thought the way his pace was, the way he pushed the ball all the time. He was in the other team's paint. He just set the tone. I thought the whole team fed off the way he was playing. I didn't even look at his final stat line because I don't really care what it was, but I thought he was really, really impressive tonight.
Coach, do you feel like you have a much better feel for lineups right now? Got a little bit larger of a sample size?
Yeah, we feel good with both the units right now. Every game changes a little bit depending on who we're playing. As far as when we get to that second unit and how who we sub first and second and third into the starting group. But I think both units are playing pretty good basketball right now.
Look right here. Going back to Julius a little bit, ever since those first couple of games, he has picked it up a little bit, or a great amount actually. Tonight again, it seemed like he had 17.7 rebounds and only 17 minutes. With him, since the change, he's gone to the bench. How do you approach how you give him minutes? Is it because he uses so much energy?
Yeah, I think there's people in the crowd behind me always yelling at me to put him in, but it's like he plays really hard, and because we need him there. That's when he's at his best. So the stretches aren't going to be as long, obviously, but when he plays that fast but yet under control, he's pretty tough to stay in front of or to deal with. And when we put him in, kind of again depends on the matchups we're playing and who how's the game going. Is Brooke hitting his three? How's Larry playing? Larry and foul. There's so many variables that go into it. It's just kind of feeling the game out, and then when I'm ready to put him in, I throw him in.
Hey, Luke over here. Hey, talk to me about Kyle Kuzma. Made 16 points in the span of 3 quarters. Tell me about his consistency in the offense.
He's a competitor. He's very talented. He tonight I thought played really good because he played unselfish tonight. There was one shot, pull up 3, that I told him if he missed he was coming next to me on the bench. But for the most part he took good shots, and that's the big thing with him. We're trying to get him to understand shot selection because he's so gifted that when he gets in the paint and drives by people, the way we want to play is you've done your job unless you have a direct line to the basket. Make the extra pass, collapse the defense, and make them make rotations. So I thought he did a good job of that for the most part tonight. But his ceiling is very high. He loves playing. He loves working. And it's nice to have his versatility and his skill set as a weapon to use.
Hey, Luke, just going back to Ingram, when do you notice all of this click for him? Is it kind of going back to what you're talking about with the defense, where he's understanding versus trying to think so much and memorize? But when do you notice him have kind of this all-around?
I don't know what the difference is other than I feel when he's at his best, he's just playing basketball. He's not trying to score. He's not... he's not trying to get assists. He's just playing basketball. And when he does that, he has such a great feel. It's what I loved about him when I watched him play in college. It's what he was doing at the end of last year. Just playing and making the appropriate read, whether that's a pass, a pull-up jump shot, getting to the rim. And when he plays like that, he gives other guys around him confidence. He has that natural ability ever since he's been here. He even had it last year. But you can see the confidence of the group going when he's out there just playing basketball and making plays.